If you're looking to fund your Ultimate Team account with coins, get some Microsoft points, or any online code you can imagine, then head on over to MMOGA through the link in the description down below. What's up guys, Curtis here and welcome to a brand new FIFA 16 video. I don't usually tend to do back-to-back FUT drafts, but boys, these last 2 days I have had some of the maddest FUT drafts ever. As you can see by the title above us right now, I got a 190 FUT draft. It was like just a chilled one where I feel like you need to get 3 at the back to be able to get 190, and I went for 5 at the back and I was just kind of playing through it just because I wanted to be able to reset and get onto my next FUT draft. After seeing the start, you do need to get a good Suarez or a Pele to get 190, end of. But after seeing that start with Di Maria, I was like, alright, it's a write-off. Then we got Team of the Year Ronaldo, and I was kind of just running through it, getting it done. Now, I think I was actually not too far off getting the 191. I reckon if you put in that midfield, if you get Iniesta and a Modric or something like that, instead of those 2 disappointing midfielders, it could have been a lot better. But at this point, I was going through this draft and I was like, this is such an average draft. I've seen these get 186 before. I mean, we got a Team of the Year Ronaldo, but that doesn't really mean a right lot at the moment. They are coming out, like the 188 drafts are literally coming out on trees. But then the Team of the Year Messi popped up and I was like, okay, that's alright, that's not too bad. But it gets better. I go through my whole bench. I went for DeMarcus, I believe. I probably should have gone for Felipe Luis in retrospect. But DeMarcus, he added to the chemistry that was needed to be done. It was starting to look like a nice squad. It didn't look like the sort of thing that would like blow your socks off, but it looked like a good playable squad. Now, I put Bale in at right wing back, and you'll see soon I actually put another player in at left wing back. But this was where I started to get excited. That Ramos popped up, and I was like, hang on a minute, and then got the 90 Godin. I was like, boys, this could actually be the one. I was starting to be buzzing. We got the Matthew. At this point, we're at 88 before even putting in the goalie. And sadly, I didn't get the BBVA goalie, but get that 84 Farman. And I'm like, okay, 91 is in the top right-hand corner. I ignore these things. We get Lozano. It doesn't even matter. But we get the Neymar. And at this point, I'm like, oh my giddy aunt. I think I put Neymar in at left back in a second. And although we didn't have chemistry, at one point, the rating went up to 92. That is the first time. Oh, I think it might be when I put my first reserve in, actually. But that may be the first time I've got something this high. I've never seen a 91 at any point. Now, at this point, I was trying to work out, like, how can I make this better? What changes can I make? I don't really know. But then anyway, I'll go down to my subs, and quite often the subs will fly down your rating. You'll get some absolutely terrible ones. Normally, it'll ruin it. But I was looking at the chem, I was seeing what ways to fix it. Obviously, if I got a BBVA goalie, that alone would have put me onto full chem. But then these popped out. We got a Hulk. I was pretty happy with that. A decent little Hulk. And it went to 92. That is the first time I've personally seen a 92 at any point. Sadly, it didn't end up like it. But seeing it just sat at 92, I was like, oh my word. I'm like banging my keyboard on Skype. I'm genuinely panicking at this point. I'm like, right, every decision I make from here on out has to be perfect. The only problem is that my reserves are really low rated because everyone decent's made it into the squad. I think you make a few changes. If you got, say, a legend centre-back and then Iniesta and Modric and then obviously the BBVA goalie, it would be completely different. Anyway, I'll go on to my second substitute and it was a 90 rated Higuain. Now, for some reason, that actually brought it down to 91, but I was like, okay, this is promising. Then I get a Ben Arfa and I'm like, oh, that's not good. That's not what we wanted to see. But then we get another decent one here with the 86 Muller and we're still at 91 and I'm like, oh my days, my whole thing is relying, I don't know why I got a message from Xbox Live, but my whole thing was relying on the goalie. And then these choices were just so terrible, so we had to go for Corker, and I'm like, please have a BBVA goalie. And we did. We had Gaeta. It's not the best, but it's also not the worst. Now, at this point, I noticed the thing drops down to 189, and I'm like, no, don't do this to me. So I move the subs around. We bring in, I think, DeMarcus, and it's up to 190. And I'm like, I was buzzing. I'm like, I've genuinely hit the 190 FUT draft. I was losing my mind. But then my next worry is there's the manager glitch. Sometimes you put in a manager and it'll bug it out. I was making changes to see if I could get it any higher. But yeah, sometimes you add in the manager and it'll actually take you off of 190 and it'll put you down to 189. So here we go. The manager selection comes up and it doesn't really matter who I go for here. Like, no one was making a change. But as you see in the top right, it was 189. I was like, no, please don't ruin my dream. So I picked Pochettino and it came up as 189 and I was like, no way, I've bottled it. It said 190, how has it gone? But there's changes still to be made. So as you see, I take that Lozano off the bench, I put in DeMarcos, and straight away it fixed it. The manager glitch was gone and I was back up to 190. I genuinely can't believe it. We're going to go over to some gameplay now though. Okay, so this is the team I did end up with. There's a few possibilities of like changes I could try, but just nothing really fixed the chem. It just didn't really make a difference, and obviously stuff like that's not going to help. But yeah, I can't believe it. I got the almighty 190. I haven't got the 191. I do think if some of these players on the bench were a little bit better, if we got someone better than Dante, maybe if we got like an Ibra, and like I was saying, change these midfielders. We were really disappointed with the midfield options, but the defensive stuff really helped. But anyway, we're going to get into a game with this 190 foot draft. I feel like I've smashed out the last couple of days. I've got Pele and the 190, the two almighty things that you want to be able to get. So anyway, let's get into a game and see what we can do with a 190 foot draft. So really, I'm thinking with my team, I need to basically solely go down the wings. He's got a 186 though, to be fair. He's got really good defence. That defence is solid. His midfield is pretty terrible. And then he's got a good front line as well. I don't know how he's only ended up with a 90 Neymar and a 77 Mina at right wing. I've never seen a draft not get a special of Neymar, Ronaldo, Messi or Bale, but fair enough. But yeah, so I kind of think I have to just focus on the wings this game because my midfield is genuinely terrible. But when I've got Messi, Neymar, Suarez and Ronaldo, no, Messi, Neymar, Bale and Ronaldo as my wingers, and then obviously Suarez up top, I do have to focus on the wings. But at the same time, I'm also really bad at playing and recording. I've worked this out the last few days and it's really frustrated me. I just don't seem to be able to play and record, but he's making subs, obviously. Shall we? Well, boys, that was honestly a terrible first half. There was one shot from each team, 0 on target. I may have a 190 draft, but I can't beat this guy's defence or midfield. I just can't get anything going. How has this ended up bouncing back to him in this position? Genuinely, I read all his passes perfectly. He's going to flip and score from it too, isn't he? Just keeps bouncing back to him. Get the flipping ball out the box. Oh my word, straight back to him again. Get out of my box. Right, let's go. It's really laggy as well, which is really annoying, lads. It keeps like jumping every time I try and attack. Right, come on Ronaldo, this is your time to shine, son. Or you just lose the ball and fall over. Oh my word. Boys, this has been the worst game of FIFA I have ever seen in my entire life. Genuinely, I'm so sorry that this is the first game. There was just nothing happened. It's been laggy, there's been no shots, there's been no chances. It has been incredible. I actually don't know what to include in the footage. DeMarcos, the sub, he's gonna shoot. That's another shot on target, but nothing to come for it. Right, Neymar is going to mug this kid off. How's your breakfast? How's your lunch? Enjoy your dinner. DeMarcos! Boys, we've got a 118th minute winner. DeMarcos, the right back that came on as a sub, has scored the winner. Neymar did mug him off, but that first time pass and a touch and shot. We've won the game and it's been a terrible one. The guy's probably fuming. This has been one of my worst games I've ever seen in the history of Ultimate Team and FIFA and FUTDraft. It's just been so dead. We ended up having more shots, same shots on target. It was just such a dead game. My pass accuracy was good, but my shot accuracy not so much. So I don't really know how, but I actually went on to win the draft very comfortably. I didn't concede a single goal in the entire tournament, and I scored more goals than in every round other than the first round. So yeah, I don't know if that's good. Premium gold players packs and 2 gold packs. I think that's either 2 35Ks and 2 5Ks or 2 50s and 2 5s, which is pretty good. So I hope you boys did enjoy it. Absolutely madness to see a 190. I don't know why, but I just tend not to play more than one game of a FUT draft when I do a video. If you boys did enjoy it though, smash that like button. Let me know if you've managed to hit the illustrious 191. I'm going to keep going for it. Let me know if you want to see it. Like I said, smash the like button. Subscribe if you're new around here. Have a fantastic day, and I'll see you all next time. Bye guys.